This is the saddest verse in the entirety of the Bible. Hey everyone, it's day 37 of our journey through Lent. I hope you're having a lovely day. Today's passage is Luke chapter 19, verses 41 through 42. As he came near and saw the city, he wept over it, saying, "If you, even you, had only recognized on this day the things that make for peace, but now they are hidden from your eyes." Now this came in a time when the Jews desperately wanted a liberator, as the Romans were trying to Romanize Jerusalem. And Jesus is crying because they haven't noticed that God is in their midst, and the messianic salvation that Jesus is bringing. And Jesus is crying because this segment is actually a prophecy, as verses 43 and 44 prophesies the siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD. And Jesus is crying because he knows that they've rejected the peace he is bringing, thus leading to the brutality that is to come. And the phrase, "if you had known," comes from the Greek ignos. This is a wistful, broken sentence in Greek that carries the weight of a sigh, and Jesus is weeping just thinking only if they listened. And I really like this verse because whilst we know God yearns for us, we usually hear about this when people's hearts aren't made up. And almost poetically, when people reject God, we no longer see God in this text. But this is one of the rare times we do see God's reaction to this complete rejection. And it isn't a gloating "I told you so," but an excruciating cry. And I think we can apply this to our own modern beliefs. Modern skeptics try to present God's love as coercive, as if God's pointing a gun at us and saying, "Come with me or I'll shoot you." When in reality it's us holding the gun and God begging us to put it down. And so it's absolutely excruciating seeing Jesus know that people have fully rejected him, fully rejected that relationship with him. And he still sat there thinking, if only there was another way, which implies without disrupting our free will, Jesus has tried everything. And to me, this almost mirrors the day of salvation, where 2 Corinthians 6:2 says that it will be limited to those who recognize Jesus. And whilst, yeah, that would be great for the followers of Christ, I can't help but imagine the pain that God must feel, because whilst, yes, we'll be joining him, he will also be losing some of his children, and I can't think of anything more heartbreaking than that. As always, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. God bless, I love you, and see you for day 38.